Yo, guys, go to intro.
Welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. I'm Oliver Mattis.
I'm Luce Inkar.
And today we have an incredible matchup between the Garden City Trojans and the BMB Pirates. So Lucas, can you tell me a little something about this Mepham Pirates team?
Yeah, the Mepham Pirates team was coming off a great win against Cary, 53-32. It was also 11-3 on the season and 8-1 in conference play. Oliver, can you tell us a little about the Trojans?
Absolutely. So the Garden City Trojans are coming off of an 11-game win streak, which is incredible, which has set their overall record to 12-2, and in conference they're actually 9-0, which is an incredible achievement. And here we can see the conference standings: Garden City above Mepham, while we have New Hyde Park and Savannahaka below. So this is going to be a very competitive game between the top two leaders in this conference, Garden City and Mepham. Lucas, can you tell me about some players on this Mepham team that might make a difference in this game?
Yeah, some of the players on the Mepham team, you could look at Michaela Dobby, who we've mentioned so many times across these past couple of years as that star, who's finally in her senior year after 5 years of playing varsity basketball. She is a D2 Rollins commit. As we know, she's a leading scorer on this Mepham Pirates team. She's one of the better players on this team. And also, I would also look at Sophia Beck, who's another senior on this team. She plays the 4 position. She is a very, very solid player. She works hard and always puts a dedication into her time in the craft. Can you tell us a little about the Garden City players, Oliver?
Someone that I think that we should look out for with this Garden City team is Eva Buleli. She has 5.5 points per game, which I think may have been a key feature in their previous win against New Hyde Park, 72-44. And other players I think that we should look out for are Kyle Fennell, who's actually D1 Lax Commit, which is incredible. And also Brianna Santapietro, I think are going to be players that we should look out for in this Garden City team that are going to play a pretty big role in this game.
Yeah, and then you have these keys for the game for the Pirates. You got to start the ball well and get quality shots and get those finisher penalties. As we said before, this Mepham team is working on those quality shots. They've got to keep putting up great shots and get positions for your shooters to shoot the ball and make the ball and get that basket and defend the perimeter. Oliver, can you give us a little bit on the Trojans?
So the Trojan keys during this game are going to be contain the paint, play the transition, and play with aggression. So we're going to see a lot of back and forth moving, a lot of aggression, and I think based on that, we might see a couple of fouls. I mean, playing aggressive, knowing I've seen some other games before, it can cause some fouls, which does show toughness and show how strong and capable they are. They're 12-2, they're 9-0 in conference, so that obviously might be a very important thing to them and might be able to give some fear against their opponents, make them back off a little bit and let them get some layups in. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that point plays across for this Trojan team.
Yeah, with that you said that tradition, pushing the ball down the court, that has been a key factor for these Trojans, trying to keep us tilting the floor and bring your opportunities to you and present them to you, and keep it in transition play and keep the ball going forward. And for the Pirates, you gotta keep working through your star Michaela Dobby, who is playing the 2 guard today instead of that usual 5 that she usually slots into. She might be in a little different position, and you might see a little different of a lineup here. And we're gonna send it down to Jared and Nikki on the floor.
Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. I'm John Boxman here alongside Nikki Saracini, where today we have two of the top teams in Conference AA2 going at it, whereas the Mepham Pirates, who are 8-1, going up against the Garden City Trojans, who are undefeated this year.
Should be a really interesting game.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting game as the Pirates looks like it'll change their starting lineup, and the Trojans have their a very tall lineup. As starting off with the Trojan starters is Grace Bantuck alongside Melissa Patrici and Mullally. And the other two starters will be Santo Pietro and Fennell. And Fennell is one of the top players out there, so she'll be one of the players to watch out for. And now the Mepham starters for today is Leah Smith, as she'll be starting at the point guard today. Another one of the starters is Sierra Barbosa, as those are two of the key also girls lacrosse players here. The other starter is senior Grace Skolovic, as so far 3 seniors, and it looks like the other 2 will also be seniors, as it's Sophia Beck. And last but not least, the last starter is Michaela Dobby. It'll be interesting to see today because Michaela will actually be starting at the shooting guard instead of the center, so it'll be interesting to see how she will perform there today.
Yeah, but a player as versatile as Michaela should be able to handle anything.
As we're getting ready to get underway here and getting ready for tip-off, something to watch out for is last time these two teams played off, the Trojans started off on a 16-0 run, and the Pirates went on to lose by 18 after they played a very even second half. So just the Trojans coming right out of the gate and scoring could be something to watch out for.
Yeah, definitely. I think Mepham's definitely going to take note of that and prepare to play a game strong in the first half and come out right from the start.
Yeah, both teams getting ready to break their huddle as tip-off is approaching. As the teams head to center court, all the starters ready for this big game to get underway. As it'll be Dobby taking the tip-off against Blantuck. Both teams ready. Refs making their last changes, making sure everybody's ready. As tip-off is approaching, and the ball is up and underway as Dobby tips it forward as it's grabbed by Blantuck. Blantuck in transition drops it back. As with it now is Patrici, as the rebound is grabbed by Smith off the missed shot, as now it's Dobby with it. Dobby to Smith, Smith to Barbosa, Barbosa to Dobby. Dobby over, and it is tipped away. Great defensive play there by Fennell.
Yeah, and on the other end, Smith had a great defensive play and she's a really big part of the defense of this team.
As it's Barbosa back to back. Barbosa now with it over to Darby. Darby guarded up high as it's back down low to Skolovic. Skolovic, and very tight defense play there made by Brantuck, as the Trojans are converging on the Pirates when they get the ball and trying to trap them. As it'll be Beck inbounding here as the Pirates get their inbound play ready. As Beck gets it in to Barbosa. Barbosa into the corner to Beck. As Beck will be called for a travel as he tried to get to that hoop too quickly. As inbounding here we'll have Patrici. As Patrici inbounds it to Mullally. Back to Patrici. And it's up now, Fennell. Fennell drives, pulls up. No good rebound, Darby. Darby with the full court pass, just out of the reach of Beck, as the Pirates could have had that fast break going, but Darby just out of the reach of Beck. As it's Mullally with it. Now back to Patrici. Mullally hits a man in Santo Pietro. Now back to as now it's Mullally down low, as it's up and good. Great play there by Brantuck, just using her size to get that bucket going. As it's Skolovic to Beck, over to Smith, back to Beck, back to Skolovic. As Skolovic now into the front court to Barbosa. Darby now with it. Ends up being a pass to Smith. Beck with the shot fake. Beck drives and is able to draw the foul on the Trojans, as that'll be the first foul on Santo Pietro. As it'll be down low, as the Pirates thought it might have been shot, but it is not. As it's Beck now with it. Inbounds to Darby. Darby got very tightly, and another defensive play by Fennell. That's the second ball she's tipped away on the last two possessions. As it's back into the backcourt to Barbosa. Barbosa over to Beck. Beck, and it'll be off of Fennell's foot.
Garden City's really doing anything they can to keep the ball from them from creating play.
As it's Beck inbounds to Barbosa. Barbosa back to Beck. Beck back to Barbosa. As it's Darby for three. Off the mark, offensive rebound, Beck, and it's good as the Pirates are on the board. As now it's Fennell in transition, as Fennell is able to draw the foul on Barbosa, as that'll be Barbosa's first, as she gets called for grabbing the wrist. As the inbound here is Patrici, inbounds it to Mullally, as it's Mullally down low to Santo Pietro. As it's up and good, as another bucket there, as that'll be Brantuck scoring again. Yes. As Skolovic, anticipated by Mullally. Great defensive play, but not able to grab that ball, just able to tip it away. As it's back to Smith, back to Beck. Skolovic now with it. Over to Smith. Smith to Barbosa. As it's Barbosa, tipped away, and Mullally with the steal. Trojans in transition, Mullally over to Patrici, as it's down low, Brantuck again, as Brantuck's taking everything scoring-wise. As it's Darby now to Barbosa. Barbosa pulls up mid-range off the rim, offensive rebound again by Beck. No good, Skolovic with the save off the Trojans as it will out of bounds and be Trojans ball, as it appears another Pirate hit it before it went out of bounds. And the inbound to Mullally. Back to Patrici, as it's Patrici up to Santo Pietro. Now it's Fennell with it. Fennell shoots and scores, as the Trojans have found their groove now, moving out to an 8-2 lead, as it's Smith over to Beck. Back to Skolovic. Back to Beck. Smith looking for Darby, pumps it, hits Barbosa. Barbosa over to Beck. Back to Barbosa. Barbosa drives and is able to draw a foul there. Great job by Barbosa being able to draw the foul, as that'll be Fennell's first foul, and Barbosa will go to the line to shoot 2. As Barbosa gets ready for her free throws, first one is up and off of the rim. As Barbosa is one of the many seniors on this team who's just been here for a long time and just puts up the numbers. And the second one is good to get the Pirates another point. As it's Mo Alley over to Fennell. Fennell back to Mo Alley. As it's Mo Alley to Patrici. As it's Santo Pietro back to Fennell. Fennell shoots and Fennell scores again. As in back-to-back possessions, Fennell knocks down the shot. As it's Beck to Skolovic. Darby stops. Smith will be called for the travel again.
The Pirates have really had some trouble capitalizing on their chances. This here, we see
Fennell able to knock down another shot as it's Mo Alley now with it for the Trojans. As it's Mo Alley hits a cutting Fennell. Darby able to get a hand on it. Smith fights for it, and Skolovic comes away with it. As it's Barbosa now on the fast break. Barbosa to Beck. Beck with the shot off the rim. Darby uses her height advantage and able to put in the putback. Back-to-back possessions with points for the Pirates as it's Patrici. Over to Mo Alley. Mo Alley to Santo Pietro. Santo Pietro with the miss there, rebounded by Darby. As it's Darby over to Smith. Smith cross-court pass to Barbosa. Skolovic over to Darby. Darby gets hit. Back now with it. Barbosa. Darby calls for the ball. She gets it. And it'll go in and out there. Rebound Santo Pietro. Over to Mo Alley. 3 minutes left. Mo Alley there. The pick by Fennell. Santo Pietro there. As it'll be over and off of Patrici as she'll be called for the foul. The Pirates nearly had a transition opportunity after Patrici wasn't able to handle that pass. As it looks like it'll be a substitution here as Triana will be coming in for Smith, and on the other side it will be Santo Pietro coming in for Santo Pietro. As the inbound, here's Barbosa with it. Barbosa over to Triano. Back to Barbosa, Beck now. To Barbosa, picked by Darby. Triano for 3. Rolls off the rim, rebound by Fennell. Fennell to Mo Alley, as the Trojans will slow down their pace of play.
Come on, Marissa.
Mo Alley to Blantuck. As it's a 3 there by Mo Alley, off the mark, offensive rebound, Santo Pietro. Then by Patrici, no good. Blantuck fights for it again as Blantuck gets another bucket. As Blantuck now with 6 on the game. As it's Barbosa. Over to Triano. Back to Barbosa. Darby, Beck. Beck hits a cutting Skolovic, who's able to draw the foul on Blantuck. Blantuck's been one of the key plays here, so that is good for the Trojans. That is her first foul. As Skolovic going to the line to shoot 2 here. As she has a commit right now for lacrosse at Holy Cross, and the first one by Skolovic is no good. And here's just a replay of Skolovic able to get to the lane and draw that foul. Skolovic's second one is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Darby, rolls off, and picked up by the Trojans, as it'll be Blantuck. Back to Mo Alley. Mo Alley, picked by Blantuck, as it's Santo Pietro. Fennell, blocked by Darby. Fennell gets the rebound off the block and scores. As it's Barbosa. Now 30 left. Back to Triano. Over to Barbosa. Barbosa Fennell using her height, able to get a hand on it as Fennell shoots again off the mark, rebounded by Darby. Darby with the full court pass, this time hits Skolovic, who stops, misses, and Patrici with the rebound. As the Trojans will get the timeout they wanted with 1:09 left. Trojans lead 14-5 over the Pirates. As Fennell, one of the key players on this team with 6 points, 1 rebound, and 1 block right tonight. As she's having a great night alongside Blantuck. Those two are just dominating the Pirates so far.
Yeah, the Pirates have really been trying to play defensively and stop those players from scoring, but they've just been really successful all night, and the Pirates haven't had a lot of luck offensively as they keep getting called, and they just can't capitalize on their passing and their possession.
Yeah, as the Pirates, they're able to get those offensive rebounds, possession after possession. Darby able to pick up a couple, and same with Beck, just not able to convert there. As the Pirates come out of the timeout, waiting for the Trojans. 1:09 left, as it'll be Trojans ball down low. As the Trojans break their huddle and bring out the same lineup. As it'll be inbounding, it'll be Patrici inbounding the Mo Alley. As it's Mo Alley, guarded by Triano. Mo Alley to Santa Pietro. Santa Pietro over to Patrici. Patrici off the mark, rebounded by Beck. Beck moving fast. Beck in transition, guarded by Fennell. As Beck will go down, and the ref will call just out of bounds on the Pirates, and they'll say Beck was untouched in that ball. She just lost control of the ball, as it'll be Trojans ball. As the inbound by the Trojans, Mo Alley. Mo Alley with it into the corner to Patrici. Back to Mo Alley. Back to Patrici. Patrici gets baseline and up. Rebounded by Santa Pietro. Fennell just saves it. Corner to Santa Pietro. Blantuck with the pass. Nearly throws it away as the Pirates able to force that turnover with getting late in that shot clock and very tight defense. 30 seconds to go here. Barbosa with it. Couple second difference between shot clock and game clock as it's Barbosa with it now. Over to Triano. Back to Barbosa. Beck with the leap and grab. Beck drives. Hits Darby. No good there as it'll roll out of bounds and will go to the Trojans with 9.5 on the clock. As it's inbounded to Fennell. Clock running down as it's Fennell now with 5. Santa Pietro up, no good. Darby with 2. Darby with 1. Hits Skolovic and they run out of time. End of the first quarter here. Trojans 14. Pirates 5. And the Pirates got down to that early lead, but they did a better job, able to contain it and force empty possessions for the Trojans. As now we're going to send it over to Haley Gardner.
I'm Haley Gardner down here on the court where we have our first quarter review. So Garden City's killing it so far in the lead with 14, and Mepham's missing a lot of shots so far in the first half of the first quarter of the game, but there's a lot more basketball to be played. But sending it back to our sportscasters.
Yeah, and we're back here in a great first quarter there by the Garden City Trojans with the Pirates. As you saw, the Garden City Trojans did dominate that paint. With that paint, they scored 14 points to the Pirates 5.
And as we saw in one of their keys, aggressiveness did play a major role during this first quarter. Garden City just rushing down. Mepham not necessarily being able to protect their perimeter as great as I think they planned on, but they still had pretty solid defense as they only scored 14. And it looks like Garden City is playing pretty well to their keys as they did dominate this first quarter.
Yeah, that Mepham side might have to up that offensive intensity and maybe get those quality shots as we said in the pregame, and work that paint and maybe work through their stars, work through Michaela, and try to get some points on the board.
No, she said she didn't.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how this second quarter plays, if any of the keys are going to change on both sides. Mepham might have to actually switch over to be a bit more aggressive than what they had hoped for to try and get back in this game and get even with Garden City.
Yeah, as you see Sophia Beck passing to Sierra Barbosa. Barbosa, back to Beck. Beck looking for an open pass. Just keep passing it back to each other. And that's going to be out on the foot of Finley.
That was pretty beautiful defense, as we saw right there by Kyle Finnell. We know that she is one of the top players on this team, so it's not surprising seeing her make these big plays.
And you can see Beck with the ball now. Beck back to Smith. Smith trying to find a spot, and that's going to be stealen by Mulaney. Mulaney with the ball here. Look for open shot, and that's going to go in and out there, and Beck's going to get the rebound here. Beck's going to go down the floor. Try to get an easy lay-in, and it's not going to go in. Dobby with a great offensive rebound there. Trying to look for a foul and does not get called, and that's going to be a rebound there by Patrice.
Garden City taking back the ball. We saw Mepham had a great opportunity there, just was not able to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, Mulaney with the shot there does not go in, and that's going to be the offensive rebound there by Patrice. Patrice playing a little passing game. Trying to find an open look. Pass it back to Mulaney. Mulaney trying to find the open look. And that's going to be Finley. Finley with the shot, doesn't go in. And that's going to go Trojans' way.
We saw some pretty solid defense there by Michaela Dalby, trying to get in there, trying to stop this Trojan offense from gaining more momentum and get up more, keeping it still at 14.
Yeah, Finley and Brantuck both playing with great offensive intensity there. Both getting those rebounds there, helping that offensive side of the ball for the Trojans.
And Beck, as we see, is being very aggressive in this, trying to take advantage of all opportunities that she could get. We saw her rushing down the field after getting a rebound, trying to capitalize off of it. Unfortunately, was not able to, but we can see how much effort she's putting into this game, trying to help her Mepham team get back into this game.
Yeah, as said by Coach Moby, she is one of the hardest working players on this team. And Mulaney's going to take a big deep shot, and that's not going to go in. And that's going to be around by Dobby over to Beck. Beck's going to take the shot, and that's not going to go in, and that's going to be a foul there by the Garden City Trojans.
And we see Beck once again getting the ball, rushing down, trying to take advantage of any opportunity that she can get. We're seeing a lot of movement by her, and we can definitely see how much effort she's putting into this team.
Yeah, that's going to give her 2 free throw shots here. And the first one's going to bounce on the back of the rim.
Beck going for the second free throw.
And that's going to be in, and that's going to be a 14-6 game here for the Pirates, for the Trojans, excuse me. And Mulaney's going to come up with the ball now. Trying to find Patrice on the outside. Guard by Barbosa. Goes all the way around the horn. And that's going to be in there for number Scatapitro there. Deep shot there, deep three there. Sorry, excuse me, 2. That's going to be 16-6.
Beautiful shot by Santa Pietro. We saw this Trojan offense just moving around with the ball, getting the ball anywhere they could get. They found Santa Pietro, and she just drained it in. Beautiful shot.
That's going to be in and out there by Skolovic, as we saw. Mulaney with the ball here, finding Santa Pietro. Finds Patrice on the outside. That doesn't go. That's going to be a fight for the ball there with Skolovic. Barbosa ends up with it. Barbosa finds Beck on the floor, and Beck's going to put up the shot, and that's going to go in.
Great effort by Grace there, as we saw. She was able to rip the ball out of the Trojans' hands and get that momentum, get the ball to the basket, as we saw. And Mepham has now cut this score in half. It's now 16-8.
Yeah, as you also saw there, Mepham working that transition game, using their opportunities to pass. And you're seeing that replay, that pass from Barbosa to Beck, and that's just going to go in. And now it's going to be a 16-8 game here for the Trojans.
Beautiful play by Mepham right there, as we now have a timeout, as they're probably reevaluating what they're trying to do. As their coach has said, we as a team need to answer the bell against this team.
Yeah, this is going to be a very hard-fought match here. Two of the top teams in the conference, Garden City at 1 and with 12-2, and the Mepham Pirates 11-3 and at second. This is going to be a hard-fought team between both of these teams.
Like you said, this is going to be a very hard-fought team as Garden City is #1 in conference and Mepham is #2. So we do have the top 2 teams playing against each other. So we're definitely going to see the aggressiveness on both sides to try and get an edge on the other.
And you see Barbosa rushing Mulaney, trying to disrupt that offensive game there for the Trojans. Mulaney finds Patrice. Patrice trying to find Megan Skolovic. Mulaney trying to find open lane. That's going to be Santa Pietro with the 2. And that's not going to go. Skolovic with the rebound. Over to Dobby. Dobby finds Beck. Back to Smith. Smith trying to get the layup, but doesn't go. And that's going to go Mepham way.
Beautiful play by Mepham there. I mean, just straight up just rushing down this Trojan defense, throwing them off balance. And it definitely paid off as now Mepham has possession of the ball.
Beck finds Dobby. Dobby trying to get back to Beck, and she gets a lucky tip, and that's going to go back into her hands. And Skolovic off the backboard.
Unfortunate there for the Mepham offense as now the Trojans regain possession and look to do something with this opportunity.
Yeah, Santa Pedro to the cross-court pass to Patrice. Patrice can't get it going. That's going to be Fennel, and that's going to be with Trojans ball off Leah Smith. Both of the 22s there fighting for the ball.
What an interesting occurrence that just happened right there as Garden City does maintain possession of this ball. Try and capitalize off this opportunity, try and get more points as that ball was just swatted by Smith right there. As now Garden City still remains possession.
He has to be swatted there by Leah Smith. Just trying to create an opportunity there for the Pirates. It's going to be Fennel. Mulaney.
You're gonna
Mulaney trying to
stand
find number 41 Palmer, who just
same
stepped onto the
exact
court.
place, like, whenever we would be
Patrice
on
over to Palmer.
Yeah, I think he wants it, like us, me on
Palmer
the
trying to
court.
find Brew. Took, and that's going to be a foul there by Michaela Dobby.
He's so cute.
Good passing, Red.
And that's going to be a critical foul there, and it's going to take 2 on the line
I'll,
for
like, tell you
Rantook.
our reaction.
Michaela Dobby trying to stop this Trojan offense, trying to play defense, just does not work in her favor as that is a foul for Mepham. And now Grace Brantook gets an opportunity to get some
I
free
was told
throws
to stay
in.
with your
You don't see
family,
that every
so-
day, one-handed free throws.
No, you do not.
That's going to be a great rebound there by Palmer, but she cannot get it to go. That's going to be Dobby bringing up the floor here for the Pirates, and it's going to be Triana with a deep 3, and that doesn't go, but Smith get the rebounds, and that's going to be blocked there by Brantook. That's going to be a jump ball. Pirates, that's going to be, Trojans away.
We saw Palmer rip the ball out of Mepham's hands. Very aggressive, not willing to give up that ball so easily. And now the Trojans maintain possession of the ball and will
Okay,
carry
is
it
this
over.
mic hooked up to that or is it separate?
It's
That's going to be Mulaney.
So all you
Mulaney trying to find Palmer. Can't get anything to go. That's going to be Patrice with the 3, and that's going to go in and out.
I would double check, but I think we should be
We have
good.
Dobby
I
trying to
think
fight
it's,
for it, and that's going to be a
it's
foul
really
there
low.
by the Trojans.
He just,
We saw,
Number 22, Finno.
so it's not going to be eye level.
we saw Michaela was being double guarded right there, trying to fight her way through, being guarded by 2 people, and she was able to win the battle as Mepham has possession of the ball and will carry over to the Trojan defense.
It's going to be Dobby bringing up the floor here. Guarded by Mulaney. A little bit of size advantage there. That's going to be Smith trying to get guarded by Palmer. Double team there. Dobby working in the paint, finds Triano. Triano with the 3. And that's not going to go. That's going to be Fennell with the rebound there. Deep pass there to Patrice. Patrice
Okay, after this, they're switching cameras.
finds Palmer. That's going to be blocked by Skolovic. Great block there by the Pirates. And you're trying to find
No.
Smith trying to slow down the game there.
Beautiful block by
So
Leah
wait,
Smith
they're
there.
switching
She's now
cameras,
carrying the
so
momentum
we'll be on that
over
side?
to the Trojan
Or that camera's
defense,
just coming over here.
trying to maintain this momentum that Mepham has built so far.
Yeah, and that's going to be out of bounds there. Pass from Mia Triana, who is a sophomore who starts on this Pirates team from the pass on Skolovic.
Looks like we're going to have a sub, Leah Smith for Bree McGovern.
Who's going to come in here. The other sophomore, freshman on this team is going to play here with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Patrice to Mulaney. And that's going to be Branituk. Branituk trying to find it. She cannot get it to go. That's going to be Dobby. Dobby with the rebound there, trying to bring up the floor here. Finds Beck. Beck getting double teamed. That's going to be McGovern. McGovern for the three. The freshman makes a big shot for the Pirates here. And that's going to be 16-10.
What a shot by McGovern. She was just subbed in, and she's a freshman, and she's already making big plays in this game. Hasn't even been in the game for a minute.
Oh, and on the other side, you have Patrice making another big three here for the Trojans. And that's going to be a 19-10 game.
Two beautiful shots that we just saw back to back. Patrice just not letting McGovern have all the spotlight. She was like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to get the Trojans back on top, get this score back. I'm not going to let you have all the glory.
It's going to be Beck over to Dobby. Dobby, beautiful pass. That's going to be a foul there by Patrice. You saw that beautiful pass there by Dobby to Sophia Beck.
It was a beautiful pass, and Beck tried to push it forward, get some movement going on to get a layup, and she ends up getting fouled as she now gets free throws, so it worked in their favor.
Yeah, Beck here at the line, who's 1 for 2 on the day. And it's going to make her third one, 2 for 3.
It's a good shot by Beck right there. She gets one more, try and get one more point. And she does.
And that's going to be good to go there for the Pirates 19-12 ball game. And Mulaney here coming with the ball off the pass from Patrice. Mulaney trying to find something. You see that zone here for the Pirates, that 2-3 zone. That's going to be great there. Great shot there by Fennell.
What a beautiful rebound by Fennell and able to get the layup on the conversion. Beautiful play right there by Fennell, as now Mepham's trying to rush down and get their own thing going, and it just does not work.
That's going to be a foul there on the Trojans.
It was a foul, I believe, on 41 Palmer.
41 Palmer there. He's Skolovic at the line.
As Grace gets the free throws.
Who is 0 for 3 here on the day so far. She's gonna get a second one here. And that's not gonna go. She's 0 for 4 on the night.
Michaela, we saw try to rush in and use her long arms to get advantage, but unfortunately she hits it out, and it's now the Trojans' ball.
It has to be Trojans' ball here. We have Patrice passing Mulaney.
And I believe Leah Smith just subbed in for Grace, as now the Trojans carry the ball down to Mepham defense, trying to get something going.
Patrice trying to find that pass. That's going to be a double team. It's going to be stolen by Beck. Beck trying to use that transition offense here for the Pirates, and she cannot find McGovern. That's going to be stolen by Mulvaney.
It was a beautiful block right there by Mulaney, getting rid of the momentum that Mepham just had from getting the conversion and regaining the ball.
Pirates way there. Off the tip out of bounds by the Trojans.
Now Beck will start off this ball, get the hand in.
Yeah, that's going to sub out. That's going to bring in Santa Pietro off for Palmer for the Trojans, and that's going to be Triano for Leah Smith for the Mepham Pirates. Barbosa bringing the ball up. Triano, a little small ball set here for the Pirates. You got Dobby, though. Dobby trying to find something in the paint. She gets double team, and that's going to be ripped out of her hands by Mulvaney. Great steal there by the Trojans.
Beautiful play by the Trojans right there. Mulaney double teaming Michaela Dobby, and we see the conversion up there, the layup by Grace Brantuk. That was just a beautiful play by the Trojans right there, double teaming Michaela and then getting the conversion, getting the layup, gaining 2 more points.
That's huge there for Brantuk, who gets that N1 there. And she can take the second shot, and that's not going to go.
And it is now Mepham's ball.
You're going to see on this replay here. Sorry, excuse me, no replay. It's going to be Beck here for Barbosa. Barbosa with 1:10 left. Trying to get a late Pirates score here in the second quarter. trying to bring some momentum into halftime. That's me, McGovern. Skolovic now with the ball. Back to Dobby in the corner. Dobby trying to find Beck, and she just cannot hold on to it. And that's going to be Trojans' ball.
Unfortunate situation for Mepham right there. Just Beck was not able to get hold of the pass, and the Trojans now have control of the ball.
Yeah, Mulvaney here with the ball. Over to Fennell.
Looks like the Trojans might just try and wear out the clock.
Fennell with a shot off the J, and that's not going to go in. Let me see Mr. Mulvey here trying to say something to the referee.
Potential foul he was trying to get right there. It doesn't seem like he got the call he wanted.
And it's going to be Barbosa here, bringing the ball up the court. Back to Beck. Beck and Barbosa, the two guards there for the Pirates, passing back to each other. Barbosa back to Dobby. Dobby getting double team. That's going to be great there by Dobby. Great drive, and she just gets a great bucket there.
Beautiful layup by Michaela Dobby as the Trojans try and get the ball back into net, and they do. Brantuck with the layup, and now Mepham's trying to run it back again, trying to get at least one more before time runs out. They have 5 seconds left.
Beck here just cannot get it through to Skolovic. Skolovic with another shot, and that's not going to go. And Skolovic with a late shot, and that's not going to go there for the Pirates. As you saw, another dominant quarter there for the Trojans. They've dominated that glass with Fennell and Brantuck, who are two of their better forwards on this Pirates team. And they have progressed greatly so far. And now on the Pirates side, you have seen a lot, and they have progressed genuinely at this game. They just got to keep getting those open shots, trying to find that open player.
You know, the Trojans, we saw a lot of defense going into it, as they seemed also, they were still aggressive, but they also seemed to be playing a lot of defense as they saw their point advantage. As we are now going to Haley Gardner with the...
Yeah, and you're seeing that replay there from Dobby trying to score. And you saw that on that last possession there by the Pirates. You saw that great drive there by Dobby, who progresses greatly there and gets a great bucket there.
And we are now going to go to Haley for the interview.
Guys, I'm here with the varsity girls basketball coach for Garden City, Coach Babello. So there's something I wanted to ask personally. Is there something that you guys did great in the first half that you want to keep going for the second?
Yeah, we're just we're playing tough defense right now, and Mepham's are playing tough defense as well. So we're both we're battling on the defensive sides, and got to keep trying to look for opportunities on offense.
I mean, you guys have had a great season so far. Is there something that you're going to tell the girls in the huddle to be ready for the second half?
Oh yeah, we always got to be prepared for Mepham in the second half. We know that they're going to come out playing really tough, and we got to keep looking for opportunities.
As always, good luck in the second half, Coach. I'm Haley Gardner, sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Now we are halftime here, where the Pirates trail the Trojans 25-14. Nikki, what did you see in that first half?
I think there was just a lot of defense by the Trojans. They were playing really tight and really tough, and they just weren't letting Mepham's offense just put up like too many points at all.
Yeah, some key things to look out for is Brantuck for the Trojans had 6 points in that first half, and also Fennell, one of their star players, is on her way to yet another double-double with already 10 points and 7 boards. And for the Pirates, Dobby has 4 points and 8 boards, so Dobby putting on another impressive performance. Here's a replay of just Dobby driving to the hoop, able to pick up that bucket. And now for the Trojans, just Mo Alley, and it ends up going down low to Brantuck to finish through the contact for an opportunity at that and one.
Yeah, really. They were all over the place. I mean, all over the court. They were just offensively and defensively strong. And, yeah.
Yeah, I think another thing the Pirates need to do in that second half is clean up those costly turnovers, because they were sloppy with the ball a little, just throwing those cross-court passes and trying to move too fast in transition and not able to control the ball.
Yeah, I think they slowed down their pace a little bit. Like, the Trojans definitely did that a couple times. I think they'd be able to control their game a little bit better and play together.
And also enforce the other shooters, like Beck, Smith and Triano, those are your sharpshooters who you use to try and get back in this game down 11.
Yeah, definitely. I think they were using like a lot of the same, especially Michaela, who's obviously a very strong shooter, but they have a lot of talent, like you said, and they could definitely utilize more different people.
As Michaela, the first player in Mepham history to ever have 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds, but she is the third player ever to have 1,000 points. So just an impressive career so far by Michaela Dobby, the 5-year varsity player, just putting up all the numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. Breaking records all over. And yeah, I just think there's a lot to,
As here's a replay of just the Pirates able to knock down the three there was McGovern, another one of their sharpshooters. Just use everybody who you have and just take the smart shots and just play a smart game going forward.
Yeah, they were taking advantage of some opportunities, but I think a lot of the time they were just really stuck, and the Trojans' defense was really just limiting their chances.
Because they had a couple opportunities where Dobby tried to throw that home run pass. One ended up just overshooting back, and the other one, Skovic, was able to at least draw the foul to give him an opportunity at points still. But also those free throws can change the game. Just putting your head down, driving right to that hoop can just get you those key points.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to just find their groove and just find what's making them successful.
Because here's just highlighting the Nassau County scoring leaders as Michaela Dobby ranks 6th overall, averaging 19.3. That's just impressive. Just consistently putting up those numbers year after year after year. Nothing changing, just those numbers going up. As earlier this year, she had set another school record by scoring 34 points in a game, just record after record broken by Michaela Dobby.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely a leader for the team too, and as we're seeing like more players that can do, like that are sharpshooters, like you said, and just good players all around, she's definitely like one of those top people to look out for every team.
Her just being able to use her height and also being on this team 5 years, being through it all, the good, the bad, and just everything. Having that, be able to earn the respect of all the players on the team for being here so long, and just the leadership, how she's learned it from everybody throughout all the years.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as a senior now, she's able to guide some of the younger players, although this is a very senior-heavy team. But, yeah, I think everyone's grown as a player over time, and she's definitely one of those players.
Yeah, as Dobby's key game is just working in the post and getting those smart shots from short and able to draw the fouls using her height and length. And that is just what the Pirates also need to do. As Dobby so far in the game is shooting 2 of 5, which isn't bad. One of her shots was blocked, another one just tipped away. Just run the game through Dobby, run it through your stars, and just work the game and work that comeback through your stars.
Yeah, definitely.
As here's a replay of just the Pirates able to come up with a key block there and just move it in the transition and try and get that play going.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things they did really well. And I think if they can keep doing that, it'll make them be successful. And just like their transitions, the way that they just force those turnovers and then they use it to their advantage to score and have opportunities on the offensive side.
Because in that first half, the Pirates were able to force those turnovers, get those few transition opportunities, just not able to capitalize. So just keep doing what you're doing on the defensive end. The Trojans have been throwing a trap at the Pirates to try and force those errant passes and lock down the Pirates' key players. But the Pirates on that one, they just need to adjust. And even if they're throwing a trap at Dobby and Smith, just toss it down to Beck, McGovern, and just find the open man.
Yeah, and they were sometimes using that long, like full court pass to just try and find that open man, like you said, and just use whoever they could to have that scoring opportunity.
Because that's how you beat the good teams like this, whether you're the Trojans or the Pirates. Everybody does their job, all the role players. No matter who you are, you each have your part, and you all have to do your job, no matter how big or how small that role is. Do your job, and your team has a very good chance at coming out on top. And now we're going to send it down to Haley Gardner with an interview.
the second half, what is something that you told the girls in the huddle to get them pumped, get them ready for the second half of the game?
We want to get the ball and go in transition. We don't want to set up our half-court offense. We want to get it and go and try to score.
All right, thank you so much, and good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you guys so much. I'm Haley Gardner, sending it back to you guys in, the sportscasters.
Okay. Thank you, Haley, there with the interview. And you're going to start this second half here at Mepham Pirates High School. And you're going to start, you saw that defensive start there for the Pirates. The Pirates coming off Trojans coming off a great first half there. You have Branituk and Finley, who are the leading scorers. You have Finley with 10 points and Branituk with 9.
Definitely, we saw this Trojan offense do massive work, scored 25 points in the first half, and while containing the Mepham offense, notably Michaela Dobby, just to 14 points, really showing you how their game plan is working very efficient. They're being very aggressive. They're getting the ball consistently. They're just taking advantage of all the opportunities they can get. Whenever they get a block, they always take advantage of it. They're being very consistent with it. The game plan for the Trojans is working phenomenal for them so far, and it's going to be very interesting to see if it somewhat changes during the second half because of how big of a lead they have right now, or if they're just going to keep on sticking to what they know and continue with the flow.
Yeah, this Mepham Pirates team, who you have Michaela Dobby leading scorer and Sophia Beck on the side. Number 5, 6 points there for Michaela Dobby and 5 points for Beck, who have shown a lot of promise so far, and maybe they sparked this comeback here for the Pirates, down by 11.
Definitely, and at the very end, we also saw Bree McGovern come in, who is a freshman, putting up some numbers. So that definitely might be a big motivator for this Mepham offense to continue with the flow, get some momentum going, and drive it forward to try and even this game up and maybe even take the lead.
You're going to see Beck here starting off the ball. The pass into the Barbosa.
And
yeah.
We've seen Beck also be amazing throughout this whole game, getting a lot of conversions and being very aggressive, rushing down the field, taking advantage as the quarter begins.
You have Dobby here with the ball. Dobby pass over to Smith. Beck with it. Smith trying to find something, and that's going to be a travel there by Leah Smith. Not the pretty big mistake there for the Pirates, and that's going to set them back a little bit.
Not the best start that you want to have for a quarter, but you cannot let that get to your head as the quarter just started. Anything can happen, so we got to see what this Mepham defense can do.
Molini, you're going to have Branituk there just going in and out, and that's going to be a Dobby rebound. Dobby here with Barbosa. Barbosa back to Dobby. Dobby with the 3, and that's not going to go. That's off the rim. And Smith fighting for it, and that's going to go Trojans' way.
Close shot by Dobby, and we saw Leah Smith try and get the rebound, try and get the ball back, make up for a past mistake. But the Trojans just maintain the ball, and they're going to drive it down this Mepham defense.
It's been Mulaney here back to Fennell. Fennell back to Branituk, the 2 leading scorers in the night for the Trojans. Mulaney finds Patrice. Patrice trying to find someone open. It doesn't go. Mulaney finds Fennell in the paint, and that's going to be a great hook, sky hook there. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar action, and that's going to go.
Beautiful hook shot right there. Unbelievable. That was just incredible. You do not see that work all the time during these games, so what an incredible shot right there.
Beck with the pump fake, and Beck trying to find a shot, and that's going to go bounce off the rim 3 times, and that's not going to go in. And that's going to go Trojans' way here off the tip off Leah Smith.
Trojans getting possession of the ball right there. As
Patrice with the ball. Patrice going down the floor. Guarded by Barbosa. Fennell guarded by Dobby, who gets the ball there. The great screen there by Patrice. That's going to be Branituk going up there. Powerful up with the shot.
beautiful sequence right there. Just great coordination going on, consistent passes, great shot right there.
Beck finds Leah Smith in the paint. That's not going to go.
Hey, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
Unfortunate right there from the Mepham Pirates. We saw a beautiful pass right there. Threw the ball hard down to Leah Smith, but just unable to convert on it as the Trojans maintain the ball and drive it down the Mepham field.
And that's not going to go there for Brandtuk. Just going to go off the backboard there. It's going to be Barbosa being double teamed by Patrice and Brandtuk. And that's going to be a great steal there for the Trojans. And that's going to be a travel there by the Trojans. That's going to go Pirates' way there. You can see Beck here.
It's a good momentum shift for Mepham. Maybe try and capitalize off of this, get something going as the ball is given to Barbosa.
Barbosa here, trying to make something happen for this Pirates offense. Always been lackluster as of late. Smith here goes cross court to Dobby. Dobby trying to make something happen, and that's going to go in. It's going to be 8 points on the night for her.
Beautiful play there by the Mepham offense, getting that ball over the heads of the Trojan defense, right to Michaela Dobby, and she just lays it up there.
That's going to be Fennell. That's going to be a foul there by Michaela Dobby as it appears.
And we're going to have Fennell take these free throws right here. Foul on Michaela Dobby.
That's going to be 2 there for Fennell.
And she gets 1. Try and go for the 2.
As she's 1 for 1 of the night. It's her first free throws of the night. As that's not going to go there for Fennell. It's going to be rebounded by Beck.
Beck taking control, passing it to Leah Smith.
Smith finds Beck. Back to Dobby. Dobby, that's going to be hit out of bounds. And that's going to go Pirates' way.
Good defense there by the Trojans, being able to contain Michaela Dobby. Fennell doing it all by herself.
Barbosa here. Barbosa finds Smith. Smith trying to facilitate the 4. It's going to be Dobby on the corner mid-range, and that's not going to go. About 20 feet out. That's going to be Mulaney. Mulaney finds Brandtuk, and that's going to be a hard drop by Smith. And that's going to be a foul there on Brandtuk.
We see the aggressiveness there by the Trojans. Brandtuk just knocked her down as we have a timeout now.
Full timeout went.
So it appears to be that the Trojans' game plan still maintains the same. Be aggressive, get full possession of the ball, just rush down the court as we saw right there. What do you think of that?
Yeah, the Trojans here have been aggressive so far as of late. They're winning 30-16. The Mepham Pirates offense, you just got to capitalize on your opportunities, make your shots. You're going to see on that foul there by Dobby for that replay. You got to capitalize on your shots for this Mepham Pirates offense. Make your shots, make quality shots. Get your shooters open.
And just trying to get all the opportunities they can get. Mepham just unfortunately has not been able to capitalize on too many opportunities that they've been given. And hopefully maybe this timeout will give them a chance to just regroup. As Mepham coach said, we as a team need to answer the bell against this team.
Yeah, this 2 hard-fought teams, 2 of the best teams in their respective conferences. As you have to go and see at number 1 and Mepham at 2. We all knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, but you saw that Garden City defense outshower that Mepham offense, and that has not been the best here for the Pirates.
We saw Michaela Dobby be guarded by Fennell, and this Garden City team being able to contain Michaela Dobby, it's definitely got to be one of their game plans, as they've been succeeding overall so far throughout this game. Even though Michaela Dobby has scored the most for this Mepham team, overall, though, they've been containing her pretty well throughout this whole game.
Yeah, it's Barbosa here with the ball. Barbosa finds Dobby. Dobby trying to find Solovic. Solovic's not going to be able to make it. And that's going to go Pirate way.
Trojans get possession of the ball.
That's going to be Mulaney here. Trying to force the ball down the court. Mulaney finds Patrice. Patrice can't find him. We'll go back to Mulaney. Mulaney trying to find our big man there by Fennell, but it does not happen, and that's not going to go.
Good defense by the Mepham Pirates there. We see their defense starting to build up a little bit. They're getting a lot of more blocks as they got to start taking advantage of these opportunities, of these big defensive plays.
There you see that zone defense there for the Trojans. Double teaming keeping constant pressure, and that's going to be a great steal by Brantook. Brantook going down the floor, and that's going to go in. A huge shot there by the two centers, Fennell and Brantook, who have 13 and 13 on their respective nights.
Beautiful play by Grace Brantook right there, being able to play defense and offense at the same time. And
that's going to be a foul there by Trojans 32, Patrice there. Back with the ball, over to Dobby. That's me rebounded there by Fennell. Fennell goes up the layup, and that's going to be another made shot for her. That's going to be 15 on the night now.
Great play by Fennell. And we just saw Fennell taking it all the way down herself, no help needed, playing defense and offense at the same time, just like how we saw from Brantook.
See Beck is going to be called for a travel there after getting hard into Santa Parisa.
And we now have a sub, McGovern and Barbosa. McGovern being put back in the game.
Have Mulvaney dribbling the ball off the court. That's Patrice. Patrice is the three, and that's not going to go. That's going to be rebounded there by Brantook, and that's not going to go. Another offensive rebound there for the Trojans. Trojans working the glass, and that one goes in.
Good play by the Trojans right there. They failed the first time, failed the second time, but third time's the charm, and they just got it in.
It's be back here. McGovern. Beck with a shot, and that's not going to go. But Smith with aggressive play getting the rebound.
No second chances, right?
Back to McGovern. McGovern with another three ball, and that's going to go. There's been another spark off the bench here. The freshman makes another three, 36-19.
Beautiful shot right there. McGovern just drained it in for the three. Beautiful shot right there. The freshman doing the best that she can do.
And that's going to be Fennell. Another shot there for her tonight. And that's going to be 17.
And we're seeing a lot from this Trojan offense, responding immediately after a big Mepham play, not letting Mepham being able to fully capitalize on the opportunities. But as we just saw, Michaela Dobby responded right after that. Just a lot of back and forth motion we're having going on right now.
Dobby there with another great shot. That's going to be Patrice. Patrice with a deep three, and that's not going to go. That's going to be an offensive rebound there for Fennell. Fennell using that post moves, and that doesn't go on Smith. And Beck using the traditional offense. Goes up, and that's not going to go. McGovern with a rebound. Offensive rebounds there for the Pirates, and that's going to be a foul there on number 32 for the Trojans, Patrice. And Dobby's going to head to the line.
Good plays by both teams so far. A lot of back and forth motion we're going on. Mepham scores, then the Trojans score, then Mepham score, and then the Trojans score. A lot of back and forth motion, a lot of fast-paced motion we're having. Both teams trying to be aggressive, Mepham especially, to get back into this game. As Michaela's going to take these free throws.
Yeah, these are our first free throws of the night for Michaela Dobby. And that first one's going to go.
Michaela waiting to get her second opportunity.
Actually, player highlight Michaela here is playing guard tonight for the Pirates, who's unusual position there, playing out of position there.
And she drains it in, goes 2 for 2 on the free throws.
As Brantook is going to get a great opportunity there, and it's actually going to be another bucket for her. McGovern dribbling the ball up the court. Finds Beck. Triano. Passing it from the point guards, and that's going to be another deep shot, and that one doesn't go for McGovern. But that's going to be a rebound there for the Pirates. Beck with the ball. Triano with another deep three. She's not been on fire as of late from three. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. Same team mix-up there by Triano and McGovern.
Unfortunate situation right there from them. Both teammates just rushed into each other, both trying to maintain the ball. Seems miscommunication may have happened. Unfortunate situation for Mepham, and the Trojans will get possession of the ball.
And the refs talking it over on that call. You're going to see on that replay of that backcourt violation. Oh, sorry, excuse me, that McGovern three. It's going to be a deep three there. That's going to be huge there for the Pirates as they go down by 17 here in the third quarter.
We're going to see how this penalty plays off as Trojans get possession.
As Mulvaney back to Santa Parisa. And that's going to be try to get another rebound there, and that's not going to go.
And I believe the Trojans hit that one out, so Mepham is going to get possession of the ball, and they're going to try and drive this ball down the court.
That's McGovern here. McGovern, the freshman, playing point guard here for the Pirates. Back to Grace, Slovak, and that's not going to go. That's going to be a foul there by Santa Priso. As you can see, Beck passing the, that's going to be Triano passing the ball in there for the Pirates.
Mepham try and capitalize off of this opportunity, try and get some points on the board.
Dalby here. Beck. Triano. Trying to make something happen. That's going to be blocked. But it's going to go right back to Triano. Beck trying to make a three ball happen, trying to make a three ball go, and that doesn't go. That's going to be rebounded by Dalby. Dalby's going to take a hard foul there. And that's going to be a hard foul. It's going to be on number 41 for Garden City.
The aggressiveness on this Garden City defense, Kennedy Palmer trying to do her best to guard Michaela Dalby. She's being double guarded right there, and it just does not work in Garden City's favor as Michaela Dalby's going to take these free throws.
And Dalby makes her second one of the night. Fourth one of the night, excuse me. So you play Michaela Dalby again, who's kind of switched positions mid-game. We were told pregame that she was going to play shooting guard because of that strong offensive play there by those two forwards. She has switched and more traditional for her. You're going to see Triano, guarded Mulvaney. Mulvaney, back to Santa Priso, trying to find something. It's going to be Palmer here. Santa Priso just going cross court, and that's not going to go. And that's going to be Pirates ball here. You're going to have Beck.
Beck's going to start this off.
Triano here with the ball. McGovern trying to make something happen. That's going to be ripped out of her hands by Palmer. Palmer trying to make a good shot, and that's not going to go there for the Pirates.
Good defense there by the Trojans, doing everything that they can to prevent Mepham from gaining any more points in this quarter to get more momentum in their favor.
And as you saw in that third quarter, they've had progressed a little better there, but for the Pirates, cutting down that lead and getting more offensive scoring. And we're gonna sit down to Haley Gardner here with the interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with your third quarter report for tonight. So tonight, both teams' defense are working tirelessly to keep each other out of the way. I mean, Garden City's been doing awesome tonight. They're up by a lot, but there's still time to turn over the game. But who knows? It's anyone's game still. Well, I'm sending it back to our sportscasters.
As we're getting ready for this fourth quarter, let's see if the Pirates can spark a big comeback. Down by 16. They've been able to grab those rebounds as Fennell is now one rebound away from getting another double-double, and Darby they're just trapping Darby as Darby puts up another double-double. As here's just a replay of just the very strong Trojans able to make play after play, as that time it was Brantuck who's got 15 points. There she had a steal, 3 rebounds on the game. It's just Brantuck and Fennell combining for 32 of the team's 40 points and 12 rebounds. That's just huge to get out of the two players and a main reason why they're winning.
Yeah, they're really using their top players to just help them out on the offensive side. And they have their really strong defense working together, so the whole team's really working hard to make this, to give them the big lead that they have right now.
As it'll be Pirates ball here. As it'll be McGovern now with it over to Beck. Beck now down low. Skolovic over to McGovern. McGovern back to Triano. Triano for 3. No good. Rebounded by Brantuck. As it's Brantuck up now. As they're moving. As it's now Palmer into the corner now. As it's off of Fennell's hands and goes out of bounds. Good defense there by the Pirates. As the inbound here is now McGovern with it. As it's now in the corner, Skolovic as it rolls off of her foot and stolen again by the Trojans. As the Trojans now in transition. As it's Blantuck now down low. Santa Pietro not able to get it to go as the ref blows it dead and calls jump ball, saying there was no contact there by the Pirates, as it'll be Trojans ball now with a fresh shot clock. As it'll be Santa Pietro inbounding it, looking for a teammate, hits Palmer, now it's Fennell, as it's Moali for three is good, as the Trojans are able to get that three they need, as the Pirates have been trying to create something, as it's now Beck over to Triano, back to Beck, Beck down low, tipped away by Palmer, able to be stolen by Santa Pietro, as it's now Moali with it. Moali over to Palmer, back to Moali, down low to Blanchuk, as it's Moali over to Palmer. Moali tipped away by Skolovic, as it almost rolls off of Palmer's hands, as it'll stay with the Trojans. 12 seconds left here on the shot clock, as it's Moali over to Palmer, Palmer to Fennell, Fennell with 6. Floater, no good. Rebound fought for, as it's Blantuck able to get it, as they'll call a double dribble on Blantuck.
3 fouls and 2 timeouts.
As it'll be McGovern now with it. Pirates got to score quick to try and mount that comeback, as it's Triano back to McGovern. Back to Triano, as it's Dobby in the post. McGovern for 3. Off the mark, bounces off of defenders, as it's Triano now with it. McGovern with the move. McGovern drives off the mark, rebound by Blantuck, as it's over to Moali, as it's a timeout by the Trojans, as it'll be substitutions after this timeout, as Barbosa will be coming in and Santa Pietro will be re-entering. As here's a replay of just the Trojans able to get it done, as Moali able to knock down the 3 with McGovern's hand in their face. Up by 19 here, not a lot of time left. Pirates got to score quick and fast and play very tight defense.
Yeah, absolutely. They really just need to get everyone, like all their pieces working together and just play together in order to just create more opportunities and just...
As the Pirates just looks like they're struggling a little, as here's a replay of just Moali able to try and find her teammate down low, as it's deflected away by Skolovic. But the Trojans' strong part here is whenever Dobby gets the ball down low, they've just been running a trap of 2-3 people, as they're prioritizing guarding Dobby, as Dobby is one of the star players of this team. 5:48 left. Trojans break the timeout, as it'll be Trojans ball, and it'll be Palmer inbounding it to Moali in the backcourt. As it's Moali with it now. 23 on the shot clock, as the Pirates run a double, as it's Blantuck over to Fennell, in and out. Dobby fights for the rebound and rips it away from Blantuck. Blantuck wanted the foul, as it's Dobby in transition. Dobby on a mission, misses, gets her on board, but is able to draw the foul, as Michaela Dobby, just a great play there, able to fight for the rebound at one end and just do what the Pirates need to do. Drive to the hoop, draw the foul, and get the free throws, because the free throws can be a huge difference in this game. As Dobby will be attempting her 5th and 6th free throws, as she's 3 of 4 on the night. First one by Dobby is good, as Dobby now has 14 points on the night.
Box.
And the second one by Dobby is up and good, as Dobby stays strong from the line, now 5 of 6. As the Pirates sub Smith back in for Triano with 5.5 left. Down by 17, as it's Moali with it. Pirates want to double again, trying to get that trap going, as it's Palmer back to Moali. Moali for 3, off the mark, as it's a foul drawn there, as it's Fennell able to grab that board and draw the foul. as that rebound right there will give Fennell the double-double that she needed. 19 points, 10 boards, a steal, and a block so far, as she hits a free throw, as those numbers keep going up. Now back to 18th. Fennell's second now is up and good, as Fennell knocks down a pair and gets it back up to 19, as it's Barbosa now with it. Barbosa looking for an opening. Back as it's Smith. Trojans still running their double as it's Barbosa. Drives, able to draw the foul. As the Pirates keep drawing those fouls. As the Trojans are looking to sacrifice those fouls and try and give the Pirates a tougher opportunity at gaining those 2 points instead of just giving them the bucket. As Barbosa's first one is up and good. Barbosa now with 2 points on the night. Just a great play by Barbosa. Sees 3 defenders, not even rethinking it, and just drives right at him and draws the foul. As Barbosa hits a pair. So the Pirates match the Trojans there. As it's Moalley with it. Pirates run the double. As Skolovic nearly gets a hand on it. Fennell finds an open man in the corner as it's San Pietro. Rebounded by Dobby. Dobby to Skolovic. Skolovic chased down by Fennell. Doubled as it's Barbosa to Dobby. Dobby drives up. No foul. As it's Palmer over to Fennell. As it's Fennell now with it. Fennell down low to Brantuck. Brantuck. Good defense by Dobby. As it's ball's on the ground. As it's a fight for the ball. As it'll be a jump ball, and it'll go in the Pirates' favor. Just a great job there by Skolovic and Dobby, getting down, fighting for that ball, able to earn the jump and erase a Trojans opportunity at scoring. 17-point game now, as it's Barbosa. Pass tipped, still gets to back. Back to Barbosa. Barbosa now passes it. Skolovic, stolen by Fennell. Fennell with the full court pass hits Moalley. Moalley drives up and draws the foul on back. As a very heads-up play there by Fennell, grabbing that rebound, looking up court and able to find her teammate, who ends up drawing the foul. As Moalley from the line now. First one is up and it is good. As right now both teams exchanging free throws. As here's a replay of Skolovic driving, and just a fabulous steal there by Fennell, looking up court. As Moalley misses the second, another rebound for Dobby. As Dobby now going the other way. Dobby in transition over to Skolovic. Back to Dobby. Dobby for 3. Off the front rim. Skolovic fights for it. Smith ends up with it. Smith to Barbosa. Barbosa doubled. Off a Trojan. But Beck gets it. Beck doubled. Over to Barbosa. Barbosa pumps it. As it's Skolovic drives and able to fight through the contact for the bucket. As it'll be a timeout Pirates. A full timeout. 16-point game. 3:43 left after a great play there by the Pirates. Taking their time, finding the opening, and able to fight through contact.
They're really trying to do whatever they can to just cut this lead and just do it quick, but not rush, and just take their time to get whatever opportunities that they can.
And also just get their key players their rest, as here's just a replay of Skolovic fighting through, avoiding defenders, and able to score. And get their key players like Dobby, Beck, Skolovic. All 5 players on the court will most likely be on the court for the final 3:43. Those are your 5 players. Those are your 5 seniors, your 5 strongest players. Just highlighting Michaela Dobby, the Rollins commit right now. Just having a great year. 15 points, 12 boards again tonight. A steal, a block. Just doing everything she can to try and get this Pirates a victory. As both teams break the huddle, as will be Trojans ball down low here. As the Pirates have 3 timeouts left, Trojans have 4. Those timeouts will be used wisely. As it'll be inbounding it down low for the Trojans. it will be Patrici. As the Pirates running the full court press at the Trojans. As Patrici gets it in to Mo Alley, but right back to Patrici. Patrici back to Mo Alley. Mo Alley guarded by Beck. Mo Alley, jump ball, able to be won by Blantuck. Darby fights for it. It's a jump, and it'll go in favor of the Trojans. Just a good job there by Darby as Blantuck tried to go right up with it, and Darby not letting her. As Patrici inbounding it. Trojans run their play as they get it into Fennell. Back to Patrici right off the inbound. Rebounded by Beck. Beck now running. Beck in transition. Beck up, and it's blocked. Rebounded by Darby, and Darby scores. Great play there by Darby, but the Pirates not able to execute that full court press, which could be costly. As it's Mo Alley now. Over to Fennell. Fennell. Guarded by Smith. As Smith gets called for the foul there. Pirates not over the limit, so it will be an inbound down low. As a 30-second timeout called by the Pirates, trying to drop the defense there, the strongest defense, and maybe also a play, if they get a steal, what they can run to try and get those fast points. Down 14, 2:57 left.
Oh, that's very special. Thanks.
Just if you're the Pirates, they tried to play last time off the inbound pass with Patrici, but if you're thinking as the Pirates defense, the two players you have to watch out for is Fennell and Blantuck. Those are the dominators. As just a replay of Darby able to fight for that board and flip it right away from Blantuck and end up going down to the other end to draw that foul. Just Darby using her height and strength to out-muscle Blantuck there. As it's Mo Alley inbounding it down low. Gets it into Patrici. Patrici for three is good. Big three is what the Trojans needed to keep their lead going. As it's Barbosa over to Beck. Beck drives. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith tiptoes the line. As they'll call a foul there on Santo Pietro. As the Pirates able to draw another foul as it's Beck now. Inbounds it to Barbosa. Barbosa double up top as just Trojans running double after double. Skolovic in the corner for two is good. 15-point game now. Mo Alley. Picked by Fennell. Mo Alley now for two. No good as the Pirates' tight defense able to stop it. As it'll be Linekin subbing in for Smith. As Linekin, one of the key three-point shooters on this team, could be a difference maker at any moment. Any three she hits. As it's Barbosa. Over to Beck. Back in the corner, Linekin. Linekin loses it to Fennell. Fennell now. Good play by Darby, able to stop Fennell, get the ball out of Fennell's hands temporarily. Mo Alley back to Fennell. As Fennell barrels down to the ground. As they'll call a push on Darby. And that'll be the Pirates' fourth foul of the quarter, as they're one away from being over the limit, as that'll be Darby's third foul. As Mo Alley inbounding. Interesting to see what they run here, as it's Patrici now in the corner. Dribbles it out. Patrici all the way around. Over Darby, no good. Blantuck up. As Darby fights for it again and able to get it. Great play by Darby, being very resilient on those rebound plays. Able to fight for those rebounds and grab them. And force that jump ball going in favor of the Pirates. It's Barbosa to Beck. Beck now. Tipped out as Fennell able to get another hand on it. Nearly had her third steal. As it's Beck. Inbound to Skolovic. Back to Beck. Back to Darby. Darby guarded by Fennell. Skolovic open. No good. Darby with the save. Except it goes to Mo Alley, and Mo Alley will just let it go. as it'll be Pirates ball. As it's Mo Alley now, minute and a half left. Very improbable comeback for the Pirates now. As it'll be Fennell. Fennell drives and able to call glass as Fennell with a nice bucket there gets it up to 23 on the night. As it'll be substitutions here as Caminetti will come in for Beck and Costales will come in for Skolovic. As the Pirates will pull their starters, as the Trojans will pull Fennell and Blantuck for Leonardo, as the Trojans and Pirates pulling a couple of their starters. Minute 15 left. As it's McClanahan coming in now for Barbosa. 17-point game. Looks like the Trojans will come out on top as it's McClanahan now with it. McClanahan to Caminetti. Caminetti to Linekin. Linekin down low, still doubled by the Trojans as it's Caminetti for three. Caminetti off the mark. Up and no good as the Pirates have now pulled all 5 of their starters. As it's Mo Alley with it now for the Trojans. Under a minute here to play. Mo Alley now to Kenny. As it's Kenny now with it, and Kenny just throws it away. 48 seconds left. Pirates just trying to build for future games. As it'll be Caminetti inbounding it to Linekin. As it's Linekin now. Lincoln down low and is stolen by Marshall. Marshall now to Mo Alley. Mo Alley now just trying to fight for it into the front court. Able to get it to Santa Pietro. Back to Leonardo as it's back to Mo Alley now. Trojans just draining clock as it's Leonardo. Santa Pietro. Drives. Nifty hook there. No good. Able to fight for it back. And what a shot there by Kenny. Able to get that bucket. 15 seconds left as Linekin now. Over to McClanahan. McClanahan for three. No good as that'll go out of bounds with 8 seconds here to play. 53-24 Trojans lead as it's Mo Alley now. 5, 2, and no good by Kenny. Tipped out and a rebound by Kenny to end it, and that'll do it here. The Trojans sweep the series this season over the Pirates 53-34 with strong efforts from Fennell and Blantuck combining for 38 of the 53, 14 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Just those two were a powerhouse tonight and just dominating anybody who tried to guard them, whether it was on offense or them playing clutch defense. Blantuck and Fennell made the big plays when needed. As just the Pirates, you will not have to wait long, as this Thursday the Pirates will be back here on the BMB YouTube channel for another big game. As now we're going to send it over to Haley.
BMB player of the game. So tonight you scored 18 points and had 9 rebounds. What does a victory mean like this for you guys?
I think this is a big league win. We're looking forward to this game, so I think we're really excited with our outcome.
Well, you guys beat the #2 team in the conference. How does this win mean for your team for the future?
Definitely, Mepham was a great team, so we were kind of like focusing on scouting and just making sure we got everything done, basically. But I think this is a big win for us, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win. I'm Haley Gardner. That's all from me, and sending it back to you guys in the studio. Thank you so much.
Incredible match that we saw right there. Player of the game, Kyle Fennell putting up 23 points. What an incredible job by this Garden City team being able to win this game 53-34. And just this Garden City team in general being able to stick to the game plan. Kyle Fennell, Grace Brantook, both key players of this game. Who were some notable players from this Mepham team though?
Yeah, as you saw, hard-fought loss there from the Mepham Pirates. You saw Michaela Dobby as that usual star there for that Pirate team, but you also saw Sophia Beck with that hard work and dedication there, just pushing that team forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and definitely we knew this was going to be a close game between these top two teams. Both put all their hearts and souls into this game, just Garden City being able to stick it on top, extend their winning streak to 12 games, and just overall a very exciting and very entertaining match. And for BMB, I'm Oliver Mattis alongside Lucas Pengay-Carr, Nikki Saracini, and Jared Broxmeyer. And we are going to see you guys next time on the next BMB Game of the Week.